Thank you.
Friends, I want to say happy Groundhog's Day, where we get to relitigate the 2024 election and get to relitigate redistricting from 2022. So we've heard a lot about Donald Trump, a lot of TDS out there. Heard a lot about Texas. So let me address the Texas thing first. What came first, Texas redistricting or Maryland gerrymandering? Now, I know one of the symptoms of TDS is memory loss, so let me read you this headline from a Daily Caller. Former Governor Martin O'Malley admits to gerrymandering in Maryland under threat during deposition. Texas was responding for what Maryland did. Now, I find it odd, and I just don't think you guys have really the moral high ground to stand on this issue, because forget everything Donald Trump has done. You guys tried to draw an AO map, 4 years ago? And it was kicked out of the court system. And you took a settlement. And now you're back here today to say, no. We got another excuse. We want to do over. Let's talk about what some prominent people said about the current maps in 2022. Attorney General Brian Frost, well, my God, he was on the redistricting commission. How about that? He made the comments, we're pleased Governor Hogan agreed to sign the proposed congressional redistricting map approved by the General Assembly. This map is constitutional, fair, and both sides have agreed to dismiss their appeals, and our state can move forward. Maybe not. Here's a quote from the former speaker, member of the chamber still. This agreement allows us to move forward with a map that is fair, constitutional, and provides Maryland with a certainty they deserve as we head into the election. Quote from Delegate Eric Lukey, who was the majority leader at the time. This map is a product of a collaborative process. It meets every constitutional standard set forth by a court, including compactness and respectable political subdivisions. That's the current map that we had. Now, the only thing that's changed since a majority of people in this body voted for that map was Donald Trump was elected. He was elected by winning every swing state in the popular vote. Now, I've heard a lot of complaints about what he's doing in the federal government, but you probably should look in the mirror, because Donald Trump didn't blow through a $5.5 billion surplus. This chamber did. Donald Trump didn't pass an education reform plan that didn't have a funding source that made the school system perform worse. That was y'all. Donald Trump didn't expand Medicaid. We did that. Donald Trump didn't cause the state of Maryland to fail 8 different audits in the last year for a tune of over $3 billion. Donald Trump didn't cause us to raise $2 billion of taxes this term and offer car registration payments, fees in lieu because they're so high. That was decisions made here. So look, last year after the 24 election, there was about a 6-month time where I was like really hopeful that Democrats would come back to something we would call reality. Instead, we've gone off, and now we're going to fix all these woes. We're going to fix in the federal government by disenfranchising 1 million people in the state of Maryland. That's wrong. You agreed to the settlement, stick by your words, live it. What happened to the party that used to say, hey, we don't need to fix elections, we're going to win you over by ideas? It's out of ideas. This is their idea. It's wrong. I'm going to vote in red. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
You're welcome.